We are wrestling. We are wrestling.
Don, D-O-N?
Dick, got it.
Make sure to subscribe, baby.
We are wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on, everybody? Danny Huckins here, man. 1/3 of We Are Wrestling. I am fucking exhausted. We got the Asian sensation in the motherfucking building. What's going on, man?
Oh, you guys want to allow me to speak? You guys done? You guys cool? You guys cool covering the whole ground before I give my opinion or anything like that, since I'm such a fucking asshole? What's up, everybody? We Are Wrestling worldwide, all of you guys. The fucking thousands of fucking marks around the whole fucking world. I hope your day is as shitty as it can ever be. But before we get into all the handy-dandy stuff, Don, what did all of these fucking marks have to do?
Well,
marks all around.
You're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers. The best way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications.
Fuck that.
Videos be coming out of nowhere, like an RKO, and of course you already know, the grind is
fucking
real.
sucks.
And this week on the We Are Wrestling Talk Show, what are we going to be talking about, Danny?
We're going to be talking about the OC potentially coming back to WWE, but, bro, I did not know we had a celebrity in the house, man. MJF is gracing us with his fucking presence.
We're not going to be talking about the OC on this week's episode.
This is the actual episode, Dan. You know, if you actually knew fucking something and, you know, stop fucking talking and shut the fuck up for a second, you would know what we were talking about in this week's episode. But since, you know, I'm the actual fucking host, what we're talking about today is what we hope for Bray Wyatt and his return. Don, go ahead.
I thought we were doing the extra.
Because you're a fucking Looney Dune.
So, the first thing I want to ask you guys about Bray Wyatt, because of course, we saw his return, and, you know, the We Are Wrestling Maniacs aren't happy with you, Ben, and your new attitude, I'm not really happy with. But what are your guys' thoughts overall on Bray Wyatt's return? I spoke on it on the recent Hot Takes episode, but we haven't really heard from you guys after seeing it.
Dan, do you want to go first?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, since I'm such an asshole and interrupt you guys like with everything, I might as well let you go first.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care. So what I thought about the Bray Wyatt situation and his return, I thought it was absolutely glorious. I had to tell literally both of these guys to shut the fuck up a million times. Something I heard you guys loved in the, in that reaction. It was absolutely spectacular. It was definitely a ruined reaction. I ruined it apparently. Absolutely killed it. But, 5,000 people almost would disagree with you because we're still getting those clicks. So your opinion does not matter. Ours does. Hence the creator, the viewer. So I actually thought it was actually a really, really good return. It was everything that I wanted and more, like I stated in, the reaction to the whole thing. Beautiful, beautiful creative process. Absolutely spot on. And it shows in the hiring of that Marvel writer that we got, from Loki season 1 and Multiverse of Madness writing, which is absolutely phenomenal, top-notch and top-shelf shit. And it felt very authentic. 100%, it's been worth the wait because he's been really teasing this whole Cult of Wyndham thing for over a year now. Like last October was like the first time he really started teasing this whole thing. Yeah. And it just, again, it comes to show that he is the most creative person in the industry. Like his gears are constantly rolling. And I'm really excited to see what this faction is all about in this resurgence. All right. Danny the Mark Huckins, you're allowed to go now.
Yes, guys, I'm a mark, just like everybody watching this episode right now. I loved it, man. Bray Wyatt, he's one of those figures that, like, regardless how long he's been around or he's been, kept silent, the dude just knows how to captivate an audience. And his return last night, or on Sunday night or Saturday night, whatever fucking night it was, was fucking phenomenal.
Saturday
man.
night, Danny.
Well, I know I worked last night, man. I'm still fucking tired.
Oh,
Saturday
welcome
night.
to the real world.
Saturday night. I
Boo
loved
fucking
how
who?
I loved how all the characters from the Firefly Funhouse sort of like were part of it.
They were
know, they, like-
manifested into like real people.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see. Like, obviously we talked about potentially Bo Dallas being one of them. I think I think you said that he was potentially the one underneath the Fiend mask. Joe Gacy might be Huskus the Pig.
That's definitely Huskus the Pig is
Yes.
Joe Gacy.
And,
you look right into those eyes. That's 100% Joe
I
Gacy.
also saw a report that it was confirmed that Bo Dallas is coming back to WWE. So, and
I
that
did
just
see
kind
that.
of that kind of confirms that he is definitely part of this stable, which is again a good thing. Don, what's up, man?
I
What do you
gotta
think?
say, Bray Wyatt is a fucking genius, all right? Because I'm going to talk about the business side of things, because I've already given my take on what I've witnessed, and it was historic. Fuck you, Jim Cornette and Brian Last, on your horrible opinions about teleportation and friggin' your horrible takes on this entire
That's right. Keep
Bray
that pimp
Wyatt
hand strong,
return.
Donnie.
But when it comes down to it, business-wise, I gotta say, Bray Wyatt is a smart man. This man is clearly getting the bag. He's got more creative control than he's ever had in, his run in WWE. And he was able to get his brother a job back in WWE as well. Bray Wyatt is a fucking genius. And he's got clearly a writer that is behind him as well. And Triple H, who seems to be on the same page as him. I'm excited to see what we're going to get, because with these, real life puppet characters now, the sky is the limit. I just hope that Joe Gacy doesn't end up being Huskus the Pig. I just hope he's wearing a disguise and then he reveals himself as Joe Gacy. I don't want it to be like the puppets in real life and then we get the rabbit, Ramblin' Rabbit, wrestling as Ramble-It Rabbit. I just want it to be like a disguise, and when they reveal him, which I don't want it to happen all on Raw.
I don't think it's going to happen like that. I think it's going to be a very drawn out thing.
It needs to be a slow process here.
Oh yeah.
You have the viewers right now. You have the strings. You can control them. And Bray Wyatt's controlling all of us right now.
Is it bad that I'm kind of intrigued to see a movie with Rambling Rabbit though? That'd be an interesting movie.
I think that this is going to be the best Bray Wyatt that we're getting.
In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Oh my god, I think that was the most chilling thing about it. But there is another perspective about all of this I do want to talk with you guys and kind of elaborate and bring some light on, if you guys so please will help support this genius theory. We got a couple of social media blackouts on Instagram and on some Twitter. We got two specific individuals that blacked their shit out directly after Extreme Rules. Those two individuals being Liv Morgan and Seth Rollins. Now, Liv Morgan, we know, can definitely fit in this entire equation 100%. I think this is definitely up her alley. I think that creatively this is going to put a resurgence on her career, and I think they had her not only drop the title this fast because of those creative plans in motion, and not necessarily because she was definitely fucking lackluster. I mean, a whole broomstick could probably move in a fucking ring better than her half the time lately, but at the same time, creatively, she fits in this mold. What I'm really curious about is Seth Rollins. Why? Why is he specifically doing it too?
Hold on, Donnie.
Hold on, Donnie. Before you get it.
Let me get the popcorn real quick.
I do want to say, if Liv Morgan does join this entire faction, whatever it is, I hope they do something completely different instead of just taking what Alexa Bliss was doing and just adding their little spin on it. Because obviously we saw that didn't really work.
Yeah.
I swear, if she has a freaking doll named Lily and freaking be on a swing set, I am going to lose my shit. That's one thing I'm going to say here before this all happens. They better not freaking bury Liv Morgan with this, because I was so invested in Alexa Bliss.
I really kind of hope that they do it just because you don't want them to. I really hope to God in my bones that they do it because you don't want them to.
I am intrigued with this whole Seth Rollins thing, though. I could never picture him with Bray Wyatt for whatever reason.
I'm going to be 100% about the Seth Rollins thing.
I don't see how it could.
Seth Rollins, he's doing this to troll everybody. Come on, this man is a troll.
See,
He
but the
freaking
thing
dresses
is,
up
though,
as Dusty Rhodes. He dresses up as Rob Van
RVD,
Dam.
Thanos.
He's
but
definitely doing this to kind of try to get our attention.
But where
it's
is
all
the
about the attention?
But here's the thing: where's the base in that theory? Because that's pretty fucking baseless. That's about as empty as my pockets are right now. Think again, boy. Why would he be trolling us right now when there was literally no indication of... It's Seth Rollins, but... Okay, you say that, regardless. But Seth Rollins always has a goal and an ambition in mind. What is the ambition of just randomly blacking out your
eyes
account?
On the product that we love.
Empty, baseless theory.
And you gotta remember
that we love.
What?
That is why Seth Rollins
What
is
you
doing
fucking mark? What?
This is the same guy that didn't like the QR codes and he didn't quite understand what was actually going on.
Exactly.
Instead of Danny, Mark Huckins,
see,
we got
one
Danny
of us
Kiss
actually
Ass
has
Huckins.
a fucking brain today. Someone brought their brain with them to the fucking meeting today. Thank you, Danny. I don't see it, man. I gotta be straight up with you. I don't see it at all. I don't understand where the ambition is because that is Seth Rollins'
So what?
biggest
Seth Rollins
ingredient.
is gonna take a
ambition.
step back and be freaking Bray Wyatt's bitch. That's
I
what
never
you're
said that.
saying.
I never said that.
when
I
you
just
look
said
at
I'm
Rollins,
curious.
When you look at Rollins, some of
He's
his biggest
trolling.
moments. When you look at Rollins, some of his biggest
I'm
moments were with
trolling.
factions. When he was with Triple H and Stephanie, when he was with The Shield, some of Seth Rollins' biggest moments were when he was involved in a faction or involved in some kind of storyline like this. So I don't really think that it's out of the realm of possibility for this to happen.
I just think it's hella random because there wasn't any kind of indication where there was with Liv Morgan. You know, there was the fucking shit blacked out. He rolled out of the ring and that was it. You know, like the fucking whole arena blacked out and that was it. I don't see the connection. However, the only way I see him actually taking part in this and actually was able to get into the crowd is if when everything went black, he was one of the last ones shown in the costume so he could get dressed up and everything. However, I don't know what the ambition in that is either. I don't know what would bring him to, joining Bray Wyatt other than the fact of his
there
shit
some
against
stuff
Randy
that
Orton
could make sense,
and
though.
Matt
I'm not
Riddle
even gonna
is
lie.
Randy's closest dude. So obviously someone's going to want to fucking, join to make some chaos. But at the same time, who fucking knows? Again, I am clueless as fuck. I'm just curious about it I just want to know what you gents think about it.
Donnie
thing
seemed
is,
like he was
with
about to
Seth
say
Rollins,
something.
I gotta say, it would make sense if they did it because he did have that rivalry with the Fiend back in 2019, right? It was 2019.
I think it was like
I
mid
believe so.
2019 or something.
Because the Fiend
They had
debuted
that
in
Hell in a Cell
August of
match, and,
the
he
Fiend
curb stomped
debuted
him
in
like
August
20
of
times.
the Fiend I believe debuted August 2019 at SummerSlam. Was it 2019 or 2018? I think it's 2019.
He
think it was
debuted, did teases
2018.
and stuff in July, but with Finn Balor before their match.
Yeah,
at
but he actually
SummerSlam.
didn't he debuted
Yes,
at
his first
SummerSlam.
match as the Fiend was SummerSlam. Yes.
Yeah, and that was like a huge thing, around that time. So,
Yep.
okay, that makes sense.
So now with Bray Wyatt, he's had a lot of iconic moments in WWE before this, triumphant return. What are some of your guys', favorite Bray Wyatt moments?
For me,
Looking
I've told you guys this a couple times. It has to be during the feud with him and John Cena when John Cena was like
absolutely.
standing in the middle of the ring, the cages surrounding the ring or whatever, and a bunch of these kids in druid wardrobe with goat masks or whatever were surrounding the ring,
That was
and
actually fucking awesome.
they were actually singing the iconic song, that we heard on Saturday night. That has to be one of my favorite moments just because of how eerie and creepy. Whenever it has something to do with like kids doing something like really creepy or whatever. Like, I don't know. There's just something eerie about it.
Yeah. See, I am actually going to go in a completely different route, and a lot of people may be on board with this. Some may not be, and I clearly don't give a fuck. I really enjoyed, and this is a whole period. It's not just a specific moment. I really enjoyed his tag team with Matt Hardy. I really enjoyed his tag team with Matt Hardy for that very short amount of time. It was different. Both were very unhinged, with the Eater of Worlds gimmick, and then Woken Matt Hardy. It was very interesting. They really collided together because Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are both very creative people with very different personas in their Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt characters with the same name, just different branches. And I think those two creative minds being melded together is one of the best things that we saw. And a lot of it wasn't just super serious. Some of it was fucking hilarious. So, I just like included that like little run-in with Jeff.
One of the segments that really stand out to me was the time where you had Bray Wyatt doing his laugh. Yeah. And then you had Matt Hardy going, oh.
Remember when...
Wait, real quick, though. I really hope the We Are Wrestling Maniacs don't think I'm rude for interrupting you when you were saying that.
Right? That would be a fucking shame. That would be a damn shame to get canceled over being a fucking rude friend, even though it has nothing to do with them. They ain't your friend. They ain't my fucking friend, sure as shit enough, except for that one dude who really backed up the situation, and he's clutch. If I could remember his name, I'd drop it. But clutch as fuck. Like, really saw the comedy in the whole thing. But
that's how you know.
I'm sorry.
That's how you know the Lone Rager has gone heel. He
Bro,
doesn't
I'm
even
sorry.
know the kid's name that praised him in the comments.
Exactly. I out of the thousands of fucking fans, dude, he really just slipped my mind. But man, you were clutch as fuck. He was teasing it with
those ugly shades, and then now friggin'
now it's full circle, heel. Bitch. Full circles, bitch. But no, I really have to address this situation real quick. I find it fucking hilarious that people can claim, oh, he's such a rude friend. Oh, he's being fucking rude. Oh, he's making more noise than the others. First of all, fuck you. Secondly, if you had watched the entirety, if you had watched the entirety of the stream that night, you would have known. And I know that it's already in the comments section, but I'm going to repeat it again because a lot of your feeble minds cannot comprehend or wrap your heads around it. So I'll spell it out very slowly for you. Throughout the whole stream, our peacocks were not synced whatsoever. The whole situation was fucked, and it was aggravating, and it was a shit show. But I tried to make the best of the situation. Obviously, we knew that Bray Wyatt was coming back that night. That is the biggest thing that anybody has been looking forward to for fucking months. So I apologize for being a human being and really losing my fucking shit in that moment for getting it spoiled for me. I feel like anybody else in the same position would also react as a human being. But all y'all toxic-ass wrestling fucking marks out there will find reasons to stay mad. So if that offends you, I don't fucking care.
Here's what I gotta say about that. Real quick.
I feel like the reason Donnie was
able
to
to care?
Let me ask you.
Am I gonna care?
Because he was.
Am I gonna care?
Probably not, but we're gonna say what we gotta say because this is the We Are Wrestling Talk Show.
Ooh.
This is not the Lone Rager Talk Show.
You
sound
like
man.
Channel to do
I don't know. It's all everybody's been talking about in those comments. Are you sure about that?
What are you gonna be like, MJF? Pay me.
It might as fucking well. People are going to click anyways. Again, stay in your fucking lane.
Mark!
Content creator,
you
viewer,
fucking Mark!
Stay in your lane. Your opinion doesn't matter. Mine does. Hence why you are on our channel watching our reactions. I don't fucking care what you think. Just click on my video and pay me. Move along. Continue, Don.
So here's what I was going to say about the whole friggin' situation. And I have a suggestion next time. I thought about this, and this probably would have been the best thing to do. Because throughout the stream, I was being the face. I was being the good guy. I kept rewinding and trying to be where you guys were.
That's because
unfortunately, I was a couple seconds ahead during the Bray Wyatt thing.
I think because you were watching on the computer.
Dan, shut the fuck up. Don, continue.
I don't know why people friggin' are coming at you, Ben, when they need to be coming at Danny. But
exactly.
What I do.
What I'm trying to say here about the whole, situation is just next time, I think if one of us is ahead, what we need to do is literally this.
And it's funny.
I can't hear you, and I'm watching what's happening.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. But
obviously,
at the same time,
we were excited for the Bray Wyatt return.
We were, and I feel like if we were all together,
I do generally feel bad about the situation.
He's cutting you off again.
I don't fucking. I gave him room to speak, Dan. I didn't know it was Dan's fucking turn. Don, continue. Sorry that this fucking Mark keeps interrupting you. Show that you're the host.
To the loyal We Are Wrestling Maniacs, just my last
hear a
before we
horn.
continue with our Bray Wyatt thing.
I'm horny.
Just want to say, Ben, my last question to you before we, continue the episode is, what about the loyal We Are Wrestling Maniacs that have your back?
The loyal.
Do you still love them?
I don't know. I didn't see any fucking Calvary except for that one dude that I can't think of his fucking name, so I'm not sure. To all of
Show
you,
your
We
love
Are
to
Wrestling.
Ben in the comments section.
Please
We Are
do.
Wrestling Maniacs.
I will say 100% to the loyal We Are Wrestling fans worldwide. If you guys still fuck with us after this entire time, thank you. You guys are the real MVPs of this entire thing that we make go around on this channel. I mean, y'all are still paying for every single click and view, so I mean, in a way, I can't really differentiate both sides because either or the clicks is where it's at, man. So, yeah, thanks for the support. Absolutely, thank you for all of it. But at the same time, I don't fucking care either because they'll be quick to turn. So, who knows? Time will tell.
Anything you want to say, Danny, about this, or you want to move forward with the episode?
I was gonna say about the whole Peacock situation, whatever. I feel like the reason why you were able to pause it and we weren't is because I watch on my PlayStation, my TV. You were actually on your computer, so WWE and Peacock, Universal, whoever the fuck runs it, needs to.
WWE Network.
Well, I mean, maybe we need
Look,
to get a
We Are
VPN.
Wrestling Maniacs. Cut. I'm gonna cut this short and sweet. It's Peacock's fucking fault that this happened. All right,
apparently
100.
it's mine.
Peacock's
it's mine. I'm
fault,
okay with
not
that. Fuck it.
freaking Ben's fault. All right, and now because of you, fucking Peacock, we have freaking Ben being an asshole.
Absolutely.
So now
Our
That's how it's gonna stay.
moving forward with the We Are
my God,
Wrestling
shut
talk show,
up.
one of my favorite moments with, Bray Wyatt that really will always stand out to me has got to
Before
be
you
the storyline
continue.
with Randy Orton.
I'm gonna do that thing that everybody hates and cut you off real quick. Before we continue, I need a confirmation with both of you guys real quick. Clearing
What's
up
up?
the air entirely. Do you think I came off as rude knowing the actual information before the reaction dropped?
No.
Did
Look.
we also talk about before we even started streaming that it's probably gonna fuck up? So if you react, go ahead and freak out. Do not specify.
Pretty much. It happened the
Hey, I did
entire
not
fucking
specify.
3.5
All
hours.
I did was just freak out.
I
did my best.
You did do your best, but then again, excitement gets, and I understand that.
Look,
But
I already said
just
it on
need you
Hot
guys to
Takes.
clear the air real
Hold on.
quick.
I already said it on Hot Takes on Sunday, all right? If I was in your shoes, I would have been more of a dickhead.
Thank you, because you already are. Dan, what's your take on it? Pretend I'm holding you up at gunpoint.
I don't think you were a dick. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, it's happened even when it was just me and you streaming before. Watching the show on Peacock or whatever.
And I've never
Peacock-
freaked out.
Peacock just, I like you. You tell me to shut up or whatever. We're behind or you're behind or whatever. But the thing is with Peacock, if you're watching it outside
Maybe
of
you were
watching it
just
on the
born a
computer.
heel.
There is
Yeah.
no way of being able to pause it and rewind and fast forward. You can't do that. You're watching on the
Nope.
TV. So that's Peacock's
Look,
fault.
Look,
Yeah.
if it was anybody, even the people that are commenting, the haters, and you were in a position where you were streaming with your friends and you were watching it and you were a second behind for one of the biggest returns of this year, you would be
Probably the biggest.
You would probably be even more of a dickhead than how Ben was.
Dude, and it's so
I
funny.
took no offense to what happened.
It is just so fucking funny because you have
So
all
that
of
was me,
these
I would've been
cyber
worse.
warriors like thinking they know the case and the whole story, and it's funny because I was told to stop commenting because people are rightfully bashing me, and I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna change my view of the situation for anybody. Two, I'm not gonna fucking cower for anybody on the internet when it's not that fucking serious. But I will indulge, absolutely. If you want to fucking throw me a pile of shit, I'll just fucking right back. That's
You
it.
want to know the bright side of this entire situation, though? Which there is a major bright side.
What's up?
We got put in our first fucking compilation, boy.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Did you? Did you? No. Again, the creator, the viewer, shut the up. It don't matter. It ain't that big a deal. So sit on it and spin, or get on it and do something about it.
Can we get back
Now on
into
to Bray Wyatt.
MJF.
Sorry,
has
I needed to have my fucking spiel done. You said I could do
Hey,
this.
you
I am
got
on
your
my
spiel.
time, you
got
Mark.
Your moment. You got your moment. And
This whole
usually
fucking
in
show
TV,
is my
there
moment.
is time. And we're in a time frame here, and I think we spent a very good amount of time.
Bitch, we
letting
still
you
got a
speak
half
on your
hour left on
situation.
one whole
I think
thing.
this entire segment you should cut out of the episode and just make it its own video.
No. I will not be silenced for a side video when this is the hottest thing on We Are Wrestling right now,
Do
is
you
the
want it to
shit
be a
that's
clip,
imploding.
then? Would you like it to be a clip on the We Are Wrestling channel?
No,
Or
I
make
want
it
this
into
to
a clip?
No, I want this to be the actual show, just like AEW.
No,
it's a
it's
shit
gonna-
show.
it's gonna
Oh,
be-
people are
it's
only
gonna
here
be
for the
on
drama.
show. It's
People
gonna
are
be on
only here
No,
for
Ben,
the drama.
It's going to be on the show, but I also can make a clip out of it.
Then do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
I want them all to see this.
Can we get back into
Uncut,
Bray Wyatt
raw.
now?
Okay.
He wants
Sure.
to go on Raw.
You
Speaking
pay
of
me, so
Raw,
sure.
that's on tonight.
I'm excited. You know, in all seriousness, breaking kayfabe, I am excited for Monday Night Raw, and I really hope you ladies and gents are as well.
And by the
Continue.
time this is uploaded, Raw will have already happened, and I think it's going to be a banger. I'm very excited.
It will be. Absolutely. All right, back on to Bray Wyatt. Sorry to go on my spiel. That was absolutely justified.
No, that was very justified. But when it
I know,
comes
I
to
just
Bray
said that.
Wyatt, what I was trying to say was my favorite moment for Bray Wyatt has got to be the first feud he had with Randy Orton when Randy burnt down, like, you know, the compound. And they had their, you know, feud
Iconic.
going into WrestleMania. I still wish.
Speaking
that
of that,
Randy did not win the title.
I think
Bray
that
should have
show
retained
was
it.
Extreme Rules.
I feel like Don can never finish a sentence without getting cut off by you. Can you repeat that whole fucking
Yet
thing, Danny?
Ben's the rude
Donnie?
one.
Yeah. I'm the fucking asshole that doesn't let anybody get a word in, right?
He
I
might
guess
as
there's
well
more
do
to
that.
talk
Yeah.
about.
Exactly. Might as well be the fucking Danny show, you droopy fucking eyed motherfucker. Look at that guy. Look at that tired ass bitch. He looks more Asian than I fucking do. Pathetic. Now he just looks like a fucking alien with an It is a family-friendly show. Continue, Donnie. Stop cutting him off, motherfucker.
Yeah, so with the Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt feud, that's the one thing about Bray Wyatt's career in WWE that, like, baffles me. Is how, like, all these feuds that he had always lost.
Sorry, I was daydreaming about giving a shit. Weren't you saying something?
I was until you interrupted me.
Well, continue. I stayed silent there for a good 4 seconds before you started saying anything again. So, are you done, or are you gonna keep going?
Well, I think I got my point across.
I don't think you did. Keep going. I was ready to hear more.
Lost all his feuds. John Cena, Randy Orton. I don't even know who else. He's lost all his freaking feuds, like when he was the Eater of Worlds, and I feel like they really, you know, pretty much like ruined that character, and it
They
sucked
really fucked it over.
because the original Wyatt family was special.
That was bloodline worthy almost. Like you had so many good routes you could have taken with the Wyatt family stable, and you could have catapulted it into a monumental phenomenon, dude. Like where it is still very much so relevant and it's very much so remembered, it could have been so much bigger. And I feel like they really missed the mark on that particular stable because, again, there were so many routes that you could have gone and so many just interesting different rivalries that could have been amassed through this one particular just peculiar stable, because we haven't really had a stable that sinister in a long time, and it felt like watching a movie every time that Bray Wyatt spoke and was on screen, and I think he's just gifted, and it's another one of those examples.
For real. And I felt like, you know, the members of the Wyatt family, I'm talking the original ones, not Braun Strowman, Luke Harper and Eric Rollins were perfect
R.I.P.
for that role. And what they were able to do was incredible. Even, like, not being, like, booked so highly either, which sucks because I felt like Bray Wyatt was really, you know, on the, like, when they first had him debut, I believe he had an Inferno match with Kane, It was at that SummerSlam in,
I think so.
I believe, 2013. And I loved the original Bray Wyatt. Like, you had, like, lots of, like, it really reminded you, if you looked back at, like, 1995, 1996, Wail of Mercy, which I know he got some inspiration from that character.
It's been a long time since I've
Bray
heard
Wyatt.
that name. Damn, man.
He used
Good.
to come out with the Hawaiian shirts and, like, the fedora.
Dude,
Like,
good.
Bray
Good.
Wyatt always killed it, man.
You know, all things aside, in all seriousness, good fucking, like, clutch comparison, man. Really, I'm actually kind of impressed with that. I was not expecting that reference. Wow, dude, you just
lives are gonna be in Wail of Mercy's hands.
You just unlocked a suppressed memory. Holy shit, dude! Because I actually remember that, dude. Wow, my bad. Continue, man. That was wow.
Man, he was a great professional wrestler too.
He was. He really, really was.
It's so hard
Career.
to. It's so hard to believe that Bray Wyatt has been around as long as he has been. It's
dude, think about it.
To me.
It's same thing with Seth and Roman.
Crazy about Bray Wyatt is he's the son of IRS. Him and Bo Dallas are the son of IRS. I feel like that's like the most random like thing ever, because you have like Bray Wyatt, who's like this monster, and his dad is a guy pretty much dressed up in a suit and suspenders who collects taxes. And basically he's the $1 Million Man's sidekick.
Yeah, and it's funny because then you got his son, who is literally the most creative individual in all of sports entertainment. Almost history at this point. Yowie, wowie!
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bo Dallas on
No, I don't. See, all right. I'm not a Bo Dallas fan. I never really was. I'm not familiar with any of his work, if I'm going to be dead ass with you, but I hear a lot of praise about Bo Dallas, so I'm not going to.
I saw a video of him getting arrested in an airport for intoxication.
I did see that. My fucking god. That was a long time ago, though.
I feel like that is a WWE special at that point. Is just like, how many superstars can have a fucking video of them absolutely intoxicated doing something they really shouldn't be doing?
Bro, that's like an hour and 20-minute long video.
Cops,
like
WWE edition. That's what I'm saying. Cops.
That's the thing about Bo Dallas. I do gotta say, since like we're talking about Bray Wyatt, we can definitely get into Bo Dallas a little bit because of the speculations and reports that are going on.
Is he going to be involved with this new faction?
100%.
That's what I want to know.
100%.
Oh, dude, that I feel like that goes without saying.
He's not going back to doing the Bo Leave thing. He's back. He's going to be with his brother. 100%.
And under Triple H's guidance, I feel like they could really craft Bo Dallas to be something that's actually serious. And at this point, I'm really...
He was a Triple H guy in NXT.
Because didn't Liv Morgan become women's champion right at the end of the Vince era?
Yes.
Exactly. So it's going to be so interesting because it makes sense for Liv to join this faction, and then have Bo Dallas be on that same faction allows a lot of playroom with creativity.
I want to see.
So I'm really excited. Oh, dude, I feel like he has so much potential to be a really big player, and even like the high mid card role. Like, I'm not saying a jobber by any means, but you know, he has potential.
He definitely does, and like I do gotta say, around the time with the Bo Leaf character, I actually did enjoy it. Like, it was very different, and like it was stupid and obnoxious, but that's like what made it different, which I think as a fan I liked.
Yeah,
because he was, you know, very arrogant. He had this big shirt. It had Bo in like big letters, and then like Leave like underneath it. And like he had the white trunks. He was running around doing like inspirational quotes. And then they ruined it when he went like 10-0, and then R-Truth pretty much like beat him on main event.
I feel like they ruined him with what you were just describing, like white tights, inspirational
No, Ben,
quotes.
you got to do your research. It was the funniest shit.
Really? You think so?
Especially NXT. You got to go back to NXT 2013.
Oh, dude,
when
NXT 2013, I heard, was like the fucking bee's knees of NXT.
Bo Dallas was like the NXT champion, and like he really like the Bo Leaf character in NXT was booked way better than main roster.
Huh.
Bro, is it weird that I could have saw Bo Dallas as 24/7 champion, and I feel like that would have been the funniest shit. Imagine him
with
and
the Bo Leaf
fucking...
character, that would have been great. Not even gonna lie. That
yeah, man. Again, you know, I have no real knowledge in Bo Dallas. I know everything his brother, all the way back down to Husky Harris when he looked like just an angry fucking chubby teenager.
Yeah, he got
Chin
beat the
strap.
fuck up. He got beat the
Husky
fuck
Harris.
up by John Cena in a hotel room, and then
I'm
he got
sorry?
fucking released.
I'm sorry, but if I wore tighty whities and cowboy boots as my attire, I would probably want to get my ass beat by John Cena too. It looks like he's just fighting himself and he's a crackhead because he's fighting air. You can't see him.
Are you talking about Bo Dallas?
No, I'm talking
No,
about
Husky
fucking.
Harris.
I'm talking about Husky Harris. I'm talking about Bray Wyatt and the fucking the fucking tighty whities, but they were black, with his fucking his cowboy boots.
Bro, it legitimately took me
Husky
2
Husky Harris,
years.
son.
You know that Cody Rhodes is his pro on that NXT season?
That's why I think
I'm
him and
excited
Bray
to see
Wyatt are
that
gonna have
match.
something.
I'm,
I think they're
I
gonna
think
have some kind of story.
I think plans may have changed, and it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus fucking Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. I have a feeling plans might change from him and Roman. I feel like that's a little bit more believable too, considering it stems all the way back.
So who
But then
goes
again,
against
Roman
Reigns?
versus
I will
Roman
say-
versus fucking Bray Wyatt, dude. That's gonna come full circle. That has to go. And dude, to have his backup, his posse versus the Bloodline, done.
I will say, as much as I think Cody Rhodes deserves the WWE Championship,
It's too soon. Into
there's
his
nothing.
resurgence.
There's nothing
soon.
anybody can say to make me believe that Roman or that somebody like Brock Lesnar can't beat Roman yet. Somebody like Cody Rhodes can. It's just not believable to me.
He needs
Yeah.
like he has
He's
plenty
the
of.
American Nightmare.
He has plenty of.
Brock Lesnar is fucking Brock Lesnar, bro.
He has plenty
Okay.
of
That's why they had
credibility
last man standing
professionally.
match.
Oh my goodness, we about to have a flashback moment to Saturday. There was actually a lot of God. Now I can't even fucking remember what I was gonna say. You pieces of fuck.
Here, I'll give you
Yeah,
your moment.
you.
Here, I'll give you your moment.
Oh, you're zooming in on me now. Great. No, Cody Rhodes does have a professional credibility in the industry, but he does need credibility back in a WWE ring before he can really take the big one and have it really be believable. It has to be a good told story. Any fucking idiot wouldn't have to put that shit together. It's not fucking rocket science. It's fantasy booking. That could definitely be a
Hey, you
reality.
can't take that from me.
I already fucking
I started
did.
it. I
Well, you-
started the fantasy booking.
I don't see a copyright, so go fuck yourself. Oh, okay. We're taking Danny right out the equation. What the fuck did Danny do? Look at this crooked motherfucker. No, but fantasy booking, I really do think that that's how it's going to go down. Is he's going to have to build credibility in a WWE ring and an environment again to become a major player on this stage. But he does have the credibility professionally in the industry in general. That completely taken out of the question. But it's WWE. You can't just come in and take it and steal it like you know they do in AEW.
He needs one more proper storyline, I feel like, because he's only had a rivalry with Seth Rollins, and that was it.
I'm sorry, but Triple H is going to become the new Tony Khan and have all these All Elite Wrestling guys come in and just take the titles.
And
That's
then
all
what,
it's gonna be.
AEW is going to be better than
Speaking of
WWE.
Tony Khan, today's his birthday. I heard.
I'm sorry, but after Saturday, AEW can fucking never. They could fucking never. I'm sorry, but they're done. They're done. John Moxley ain't even going to be enough to save that shit. MJF's their last hope.
I still like AEW. I don't know.
I
They
still
tune in
enjoy
for the
way I
drama.
see it
but
is,
the drama
us as-
has taken a lot on
The way I see it
Not to
is-
get
that's
into
all
that
it
in this
is.
episode.
Us as fans and us as consumers,
Hey,
we should want
Donnie said,
AEW
Donnie
to
said,
thrive.
Donnie said, not in this episode. Donnie, continue. I got you, boy.
In this episode,
Why,
what?
thank you.
Did you just say in this episode? Don, please talk. Please talk. I'm about to mark the fuck out. Please talk.
We can save our AEW talk for after, and
Yeah, Danny.
we could save our AEW talk for another video. This is on Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Danny.
So, I think, with Bray Wyatt's return now, let's do some fantasy booking. And, let's, talk about this because right now, as we're recording this, Raw has not aired yet. So we really don't know what they're going to do with Bray Wyatt right now.
I think that's
But now,
what's the
from
most
your-
exciting thing.
If you were the booker, what would you do
Man,
with this opportunity?
genuinely, I'm going to let Danny go
What
first on
ifs,
this one.
baby?
I would. Oh God, I don't
giving
like
you your
this full
moment.
screen shit, man.
I don't give a shit.
We're
We're trying to be different.
be different. Oh, we are different. We can go to this. That's different, right?
No.
That's horrible.
That's whack as hell, and I can't believe you even tried to fucking do it.
That's good for two people. I kind of like that. But anyway, what they're gonna do with Bray Wyatt is usually I have an answer, but I have no idea. The kind of mind that
you have no idea.
The kind of
he has
mind
no
that
idea.
You thought the hockey mascot was going to be a part of this. Did you not?
I kind of
It wouldn't have
It was
surprised
just
me either.
advertising their hockey team, bro.
It wouldn't have
That's
surprised me
why
either.
they had that
Dexter
happen.
Loomis could have been the fucking dude until I saw him fucking save the dude himself. So I actually have to go with Danny on that one. It could have been.
What?
It really could have been. It could have been. I'm
There's
in the land
nothing-
of.
There's nothing involved with that. They were just advertising their hockey
Hey, guess what?
team.
Hey, guess what? You have the same exact view of Seth Rollins joining the fucking faction. I don't want to hear shit.
Oh my god!
I don't
Get
want
the
to hear
fuck
shit.
out of here!
No.
Ben, this is our show now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Bring it back up on screen. I want to talk to my man. Bring it back up on screen. I want to talk to my man. No, I have to go with Dan on that one, man. I have to. It's fun. It's fun to believe, man. You know, it really does. And just with the circumstances, I'm willing to believe anything.
That could have easily been somebody that's like, you know, promoting the hockey team or whatever, but it also could have been somebody that we saw later on in the night and underneath one of those masks or one of those costumes.
Fantasy booking. Yes, Dan. Fucking yes, you're onto something. Could you imagine right after Dexter Loomis saves him and shit, and they pan into the fucking the mascot? Imagine he took off the fucking mascot mask and it was one of the fucking Firefly Funhouse masks. Like, that would have been fucking ridiculous. Or like right as he's about to take off the helmet, fucking just glitches out into a White Rabbit fucking QR code. I would have been all over that shit, dude. That would have built fucking steam. So yes, I am on Danny's side on this one. Got you, boy. Look at me fucking switching sides and fucking changing sides like my fucking underwear every damn day.
And majority of this entire
Hashtag heel
thing,
work.
me and you have been on each other's side. Because Donnie he didn't understand the QR codes, didn't
It's not
understand
that
this
I
whole White
understood
Rabbit.
it. I thought it was stupid. Continue.
Don't know fucking how, but you did.
He doesn't like creativity, apparently.
Yes, the fuck he does. Just because we're disagreeing on this one thing, do not say that. He is actually one of the most creative people I know.
Thank
Why
you.
did you moving your mic sound like you were fucking taking a steamy dump?
No.
Sorry.
The side panels right here, they keep coming keep coming loose. So I gotta tighten them.
Yeah, like your fucking brain. It's loose.
Like your fucking stool, because that's exactly what it sounded like. That's exactly what it fucking sounded like, dude. I'll say it. But no, I think I have to go with it, man. I have to.
I understand. It's the excitement. Okay.
It's
I
fun,
understand.
you know. It's absolutely fun.
But just because we disagree on something, Danny,
I'm still
doesn't
waiting for-
mean
I'm
you're
sti-
not
I-
creative and I'm not creative.
I'm still waiting for my apology, man.
I am.
I remember to this
Have
day.
you
Bitch,
watched-
I'm waiting for
listen,
my
have you-
apology.
hold
Fuck
on,
your
Ben,
apology.
Ben, did you watch Hot Takes on Sunday?
Obviously, I watched it. I told you that
Did
it was
you
a
watch
great
it on
episode.
Sunday, Danny?
Huh?
I told you it was a great
I watched
episode.
part
Exactly
of it,
my
yeah.
point. If you go back and you listen to Hot Takes on Sunday, you would probably hear me apologize to you on the couple things. I
Thank
actually
you.
took accountability, unlike you. So, continue. Thank you. Shoosh!
Shish!
Close them tight.
But have you completely elaborated on your side, by the way, Dan, about what Bray Wyatt's gonna potentially do?
Bray Wyatt is just so creative, like, bro, like, I don't even want to, like, begin to guess what is going inside that dude's mind, to be honest with you. I mean, can you really blame me, though?
You know what? I'm gonna cut in like the asshole I am and say, actually, you know what? You saved yourself, because I was about like this close to shitting on every opinion you had on the situation, but you saved it with, he's so creative, you just cannot guess, because that was what I was gonna clap back with. I'm gonna give the logical answer. It is too fucking soon to tell, because he didn't necessarily interrupt anybody's match. He came out at the end of the show. So what his intentions are, we can't guess where he's going. We can't. We logically cannot. Like,
Okay,
literally.
so what would you like?
We don't
Before
even know
I
if he's
go
going to
with
be on
what I
Raw
like,
tonight.
Before we go into what I would like, I'm going to go in and 100% say that this is the first time I have literally no clue. This is the unpredictability that we have missed in WWE.
So here's something I'm going to add to all of this. Crown Jewel, I really hope is not the place where Bray Wyatt, re-debuts. I hope
No.
they do wait until
Survivor
Survivor
Series.
Series. Because I feel like that will just rush into it, and I don't want that. I want them to take their time with it. And one thing that Extreme Rules taught me was WWE is being very patient, and they're doing multiple storylines so that they're not trying to cram everything into one pay-per-view, and I like that. Because on the other end, with AEW, which you guys all know, both of you know, I praise AEW a little bit more than WWE normally.
Normally. But what's the new normal now?
Well, with AEW, I call out the bullshit where I see it, and with AEW, with their pay-per-views, they seem to cram everything into one, and WWE's doing the opposite, which I like WWE's approach better.
I do actually have to agree with you there, bud. I really dig that the episode of SmackDown right before Extreme Rules that Logan Paul and Roman Reigns were already promoting Crown Jewel when he wasn't even going to be at Extreme Rules in general. I'm glad that they're still moving forward in other storylines to keep the relevancy and the juices flowing. Don't you fucking start yet, Dan. I can see you opening your mouth to say some shit. Don't you fucking do it.
I'll raise my hand.
That is the most feminine hand raise I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. Hand on the Bible, swear to fucking God, swearing in right now. That was so fucking feminine, and it honestly makes sense.
Literally.
What is it, Vader time or some shit?
He was like this. He was like...
Is it Vader time or some shit? He's like... Fuck. But I will say 100% that we are in for some shit. But I do want to put a hot take out there and say, yes, I agree with you, Don. They will not do Crown Jewel. It will be Survivor Series, and mark my words, my take is we're going to be seeing work from the stable first. We're going to be seeing a lot of work from the stable first, and Bray Wyatt, you'll be seeing a lot of screen work from Bray Wyatt and his acting, his commands, his compelling. You're going to see a lot of his execution in terms of promos and video packages more so than anything until his matches. I don't see it being a part-time schedule. I just see it being more on a creative level and aspect.
Who does he go after first? You know who I think it's going to be? This is just fantasy booking.
I'm genuinely curious.
Braun Strowman.
Really? We cleaning out the old laundry?
Or
taking out the trash?
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, I'm interested on that one. Well, what makes you
Seth
say that?
Rollins is having a feud with Bobby
wins
Lashley.
the U.S. title against Bobby Lashley. Lashley's new program will be with Bray Wyatt to begin.
See, I don't know why. Again, it comes down to an ambition thing. I don't see Lashley fitting in this whatsoever. And that, again, it's just a matter of opinion
because of the history
or
maybe.
fact.
Could be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I will say I like what
I can't see
WWE's
Braun
doing.
Strowman.
Man.
I will say I like what WWE's doing. The one complaint I still have, and it's not going to change until something changes about it, is the fact that Roman has both the major titles and he's barely seen. Like, I'm not saying you have to wrestle on the fucking show.
Lately.
Yeah, but when was the last time he was on Raw before tonight? I think the last time was maybe
that's
4
true.
months ago. And he has both the titles.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he has to wrestle on Raw and SmackDown. I think he should, wrestle on pay-per-views only. But show up to the fucking shows.
Fuck, I'm hungry. Damn, I just thought out loud. I am so sorry, gents. I'm so sorry. That came out of nowhere. I'm sorry. That was literally
so who would you
out
like
loud
to see
thought.
Bray Wyatt go against?
You asked me or Dan?
Both.
Okay.
Riddle. Because of the
That
whole
would
Randy
make
Orton
sense.
thing.
Love that.
That would make sense. I do love that choice. You really, really, really want me to go there? Because I can start off very strong, and it could be a very strong statement.
Go there.
Go ahead. Hot
So this is going to be a very maybe in-depth take. And
Should we make you full screen for this? Yes.
Sure, if you want, I guess. So I don't think that Bray Wyatt is going to be necessarily, taking these people out himself. I think he's going to be sending his grunts to do the dirty work. I want one of his first rivals to be Solo Sikoa and to take out the bloodline one by one, and then eventually have a full-on fucking stable versus stable match where everything is on the line.
Do you think Solo Sikoa is ready for that? He just got put on the main roster like 2 months ago.
Take out the fucking least experienced, man, and then pick him off one by one.
I guess.
He's the newest dude. He's he's the baby of the group.
Nah, we need to take Jimmy Uso out because Jay is
better
than
Jimmy.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Roman Reigns almost beat the fuck out of
We'll
Jay
always be on the same page there, bro.
Ago.
Dude, honestly, seeing Roman put Sami Zayn in so much fucking on a high pedestal I'm living for it. Like off topic, but I'm living for it.
Yes.
But that's
Everything
honestly, I don't know if it'll happen right away, but that's where I want them to go, is to eventually pick off the bloodline.
How about Bray Wyatt tries to pick off Sami Zayn? And
that's too easy.
He wiggles his way into it'd be more believable than fucking Solo Sikoa.
No, don't ruin. I do agree with you on that take, Danny, but we cannot ruin anything right now with the bloodline. I'm enjoying it right now.
I'm still waiting for them to put the 24/7 title on fucking
dude,
Sami Zayn.
They really, really found a way to make the bloodline relevant again and to make it entertaining to watch by adding Sami Zayn into the mix. Because, dude,
yes,
I'm not going to lie, it was running stale as fuck until they got Sami Zayn a part of the mix. And he literally proved with this one angle that he can play a key character in any storyline and it doesn't matter, and he can kill it. This whole "we the ones" shit fucking kills me every time. But the thing is, I believe him.
Teenager and the family photos that he adds in there, I love it. And then Rikishi acknowledges him now.
Dude, that's what I'm fucking saying.
Him at the barbecue.
I'm saying, bro. That's why I'm like, dude, Sami Zayn is one of the best things that WWE has right now in terms of anything. Because, again, he proved that he can be a key player in any story, no matter how big or small, and he'll be the MVP of the whole thing. Yes. He even got Roman and fucking Solo Sikoa to break fucking character in that promo.
Broke character once.
And Logan broke character in that same promo where fucking Roman was dying, bro. I love him so much, dude.
Sami Zayn.
Shout out Sami Zayn,
gem, bro. That dude is.
But again, bloodline. That's my answer.
Can I just say one thing I didn't like about Bray Wyatt though?
Really, you have something?
I do.
Really?
There was this one time where they had Bray Wyatt. I think this was at TLC. I don't know if it was like 2017 or 2018, but he pretty much wrestled as Sister Abigail in a match.
Like in like a dress and shit?
I'll show. Oh, here, I'm going to put a picture on the overlay.
Okay, well, while you're pulling that up, me and Dan will hold down the fort. But another person that I really want to see him eventually feud with is hopefully down the road a very new returning Aleister Black. And I almost want to see some kind of recruiting in there eventually, too. I want to see some kind of fucking involvement. Even if eventually it becomes a tag team, I would love it. I want Aleister Black. Dude, honestly, I really want Karrion Kross versus Bray Wyatt more than anything.
Bro, what if that's it?
Oh, my God. See, now that would literally derail the whole situation, and it would put both of them over without losing in credibility. Big fucking huge moneymaker swinging match for Roman Reigns, and we know that Bray Wyatt will fucking go after it.
All right, so
that's a fucking main eventer, bro.
I think I got two pictures here.
All right, let's go.
The first one, I think you guys are
as Sister Abigail.
Gonna be like, this looks kind of cool. I think, and then
as
the
Sister
second
Abigail,
one, you're gonna be like, really? So here's the first one.
Whoa! Oh my God, dude, that's fucking gnarly.
That's pretty lit.
Okay.
And here's the match card.
Bro.
That's actually pretty lit, bro.
But go back into TLC and watch it. Like, it didn't look good at all.
It was only good in like on video.
It probably would have been better.
You can't find a picture of like a faraway shot of them in the ring, like scrapping. See what it actually looks like.
I'll try to find one.
Did you really just use the term scrapping? God. I'm
showing my age, bro.
Shit, that's what I'm saying. You sound old as fuck, my guy.
32, man. I'm getting up there in age. I gotta use these big boy
Yeah, this
words.
dude lifted his fucking couch once and pulled out his back and bitched about it for a week. Meanwhile, while I'm looking for my adapter earlier, I literally lifted my shit up with one fucking hand and held it there for a good minute trying to look for the shit and then put it down gracefully.
I have back problems. I have a curved spine.
You have a curved spine? Well, stop slouching, you fucking Mark.
I'm trying to
Stop
find
with the
this.
slouch.
I really can't. Why can't I not find this?
Because
Either
it didn't
or.
happen, Donnie.
It was
I,
that bad.
It was that bad.
you know,
can't
all
find it.
right. We were talking about favorite moments. I do want to actually bring up a really one that actually did pop out of my head about Bray Wyatt. I really enjoyed the cinematic match between him and John Cena. Like him going back down memory fucking lane and going back into his different
I
variations.
got a lot of heat for saying my opinion on that. A lot of people really hated my take.
Really? So you so
I
you did
hated
face the music too.
I have, and I'm handling it better than you.
Hey, guess what? I don't fucking care.
I
I'm
know you
handling it the
don't.
way I want to fucking handle it. So I'm going to do it that way.
Why does Donnie look so much like his dad with that hat?
What? That is the most what? What? That
wearing a dad hat.
What? Where did that come from? He's like, you look so much like your dad with that hat. What are you, his fucking grandma?
Now, if I was wearing a Red Sox
look
hat,
so
I would
much like your
understand
dad with that hat.
but-
Oh my god. Wow.
So,
Oh, damn.
I'm not. In my defense, I'm not used to him wearing hats like that. He's usually
I
wearing
usually
his
wear them
fucking.
backwards. Usually, I have one more thing about the Bray Wyatt situation.
Oh, well, I'm very ecstatic to hear it. Not really, but continue.
Just overall, I am beyond excited to see where this goes. Because for the first time ever, we really don't have a direction of what we're going to expect here on Monday Night Raw, just a few hours away. So there's so many scenarios that could happen because there's, so many rivalries Bray Wyatt has had through the years where he could go after Braun Strowman. He could go after Randy Orton at some point. He can go after, Finn Balor. There's a lot of people, that he can go after because they've had rivalries with him in the past. So this is like one of the biggest what ifs, and I think especially the pay-per-view being on a Saturday instead of a Sunday, we don't have 24 hours to, process this. We have 48 hours to process all of this, and I think Raw viewership is going to be one of the highest of the year, hands down, because everybody wants to know what's going on with Bray.
Yo, watch it break 3 mil. I'll be like, holy shit.
Well, you have to remember the NFL's on now too. But you want to know
It's gonna be
what?
like 2.8 mil.
You want to know what take that we haven't said yet, and it
What?
involves somebody that's not currently signed to WWE.
Well, then you can't really have a take on it.
Why not? I mean, we're talking about.
I did with
Alistair.
Alistair.
Like your 3 sources that you listen to.
It better not be the
everybody
fucking
else's
Onion.
sources don't matter.
No, it's not somebody that's
The
signed.
Onion
yet,
does not count.
but it's somebody that has been wanting to be signed.
Okay, who?
MJF. Imagine them having a verbal confrontation with each other.
MJF and who?
Bray Wyatt.
I'd rather see him.
There's so many guys I would want to see MJF.
I would rather see MJF and The Miz fucking have a discussion rather than fucking Bray Wyatt and fucking
I just feel like they're both totally different, and that's
They are
why I
very
would not
polar
want to
opposite.
keep the two.
Miz is not on
I
the
don't
same
want
level
them
as
to work
MJF.
together.
I would love to see them have a tag team match, MJF and Bray Wyatt, just for MJF to be absolutely disgusted and just fucking repulsed by the idea, but somehow still fucking thriving with it. That's what I want to see. Because
But is there
MJF would find
is
that
there anything
absolutely
else
fucking
with
bizarre.
Bray Wyatt, before we close off this week's episode.
I hope that
Nah,
this
bro.
run is everything. That is what I will say. As I hope that he gets big redemption, has creative control in a lot of ways, and again, I hope that his return is a meaningful one, and he's very happy to be here. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask.
before we get any comments as to why we didn't discuss Raw too much, we're filming this the night of Raw.
Yep.
Raw's still a couple hours away. So we don't even know if Bray Wyatt's gonna even appear on the show.
Yep.
I have searched up Bray Wyatt news or whatever to see if I can find up any kind of information. I don't know if he's gonna be on Raw, SmackDown. I don't know.
We ain't gonna find no news on Bray Wyatt because that man, he keeps all of it to himself. He doesn't tell anybody his business, and that is what's
He's very
missing
good
in
at staying
professional
quiet.
wrestling and sports entertainment, folks. is the friggin' mysterious stuff. But let us know in the comment section below what your guys' thoughts are on Bray Wyatt's return. What would you guys want to see? If you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the We Are Wrestling Talk Show, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. The links are down in the description below. You can go follow us all on our social medias and other YouTube pages. All that down below. And of course, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, please give Ben some love in the comment section, and please pray for Danny, and, you know, keep supporting me, because, of course, you guys already know, we are taking over. Peace.
Fuck you guys.